Well, now we know what got our chicken. I can't believe that. If you know what kind of hawk or eagle that is, let me know. I noticed last night that there was a chicken over there, and I said I'll get it in the morning. Curious if it'll be there. And it is. I'm wondering if that hawk killed the chicken or if that hawk is just eating what's left. I can't believe it hasn't flown off. We gotta let the baby goats out, so I'm gonna have to go in from the inside.
You gotta go. The goats wanna go out. Fly off. Go, go. Get going. Come on. Where'd he go?
I probably shouldn't just put that chicken out there, but I don't know. I think that's pretty cool, watching the wildlife like that. I know I got one of our birds. It's what they do, and they're pretty cool. That was amazing. There he is. All right, mister. I left you that one, so don't get any more of our... Oh my gosh, man. That was rude. I left you the one. Hey, I left you the one down here. Eat this one. Don't go get another chicken. I don't know if you can still see him up there, but he blends in pretty good with that birch tree. I'd love to find out what kind of hawk that is. So if you know, let me know. I also feel like it's a juvenile, and it's pretty big though. So I'm hoping he goes back for that other chicken and not for one of these live ones. So I guess time will tell. Can you see him?
I want to thank Policy Genius for sponsoring this video. Policy Genius is the one-stop shop for you to find and buy the life insurance that you need at the right price.
If you have anybody relying on your income, you need life insurance. It's that simple. Mortgage payments, equipment loans, and other debt just don't disappear if something happens to you. But life insurance coverage can give your loved ones that financial cushion that they need. I got life insurance once I sat down and thought about it, and like, I got a lot of things relying on me. I got Gina and Olivia. If something happens to me, I don't like to think that way, but if something does happen to me and I want to make sure that they're taken care of. I don't want to leave them with a financial burden. I don't want to leave them with a bigger headache than just having the loss of a loved one. So that's why I got my life insurance. I didn't use Policy Genius because it wasn't around back then. But next time we need a quote, I'm going to be using Policy Genius. And it's kind of just nice to know that I can get quotes and see what all the different quotes are, and I don't have to go around and drum up all the quotes. It's all there in one place.
Policy Genius was built to modernize the life insurance industry. Their technologies make it easy to compare life insurance quotes from top companies like AIG, Prudential, in just a few clicks to find your lowest price. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $17 per month for $500,000 of coverage. Policy Genius has licensed agents who can help you find the options that offer coverage in as little as a week and avoid unnecessary medical exams. They are not incentivized to recommend one insurer over another, so you can trust their guidance. There are no added fees, and your personal information is private. No wonder why they have thousands of 5-star reviews on Google and Trustpilot.
Your loved ones deserve a financial safety net. You deserve deserve a smarter way to find it and buy it. Head to policygenius.com/Lumnah Acres or click the link in the video description down below to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much money you can start saving. Thanks Policy Genius for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the build. It is a nice frosty 29 degrees out, but that sun feels amazing. We need to start working on getting our fence for the boys, all the lines strung. I'm trying to figure out what we want for spacing. We're gonna go for the first one, and then I think we're gonna skip it. Go there, 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 and there. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that'll work. That should be a 6-inch spacing. So we're gonna start off roughly 3 inches off the ground and then 6 inches in between. The bottom spacing will vary a little bit, but it should be pretty close, but it just depends on the ground contour. And then we'll skip, so that'll be what, 9 inches between the top one? Yep. But that should be enough to keep the boys in. All right, I'm gonna mount this T-post to the side of the barn. That way we have a place to mount our lower fence line. Because if I just had insulators going to the barn, I wouldn't be able to get down low like I need to. Get the first one in, then I'll do a bunch.
Can't rush this project, can ya? I think once we get this fencing up, we're going to like it. Hopefully it works really good for the goats and if we get sheep and anything else, because we want to be able to use it in different areas. So we're just hoping this is the right fence, because it'd be nice just to be able to know this is what we're going to use and that we have the stuff, so that if we want to go ahead and put a pasture up above or on the other side where the house is and different stuff like that, we just want it to be something that we have on hand, ready to go, so we can put pastures wherever. What you doing?
Trying to think of a way so we can have a spool for this and still have it work in our favor. Then we can adjust our height with the vice grips as we're going up. So I originally planned on using the high tensile strength wire in here, but then I got to thinking it's a little bit more rugged and more than what we're going to need for temporary fencing for now. So we're going with the poly rope. This stuff is easier to work with, and then we can use it again later on a lot easier versus trying to reuse the tensile strength wire.
So I was originally thinking of running the rope as one continuous loop back and forth, weaving it. But then I got to thinking, if I run them singular lines, in the wintertime, I can disconnect each line to electricity. So that way it won't be grounding out in the snow. If we get 6 inches of snow, the first line can come undone. If we get a foot or 2 feet, we'll take out different ones. So if they're buried in the snow, they're not grounding out, killing the battery. That'll work. So I had to customize these ratchet straps to work with our 1/4 inch rope. So we're gonna get the other 6 customized, and then we can get them all installed and start running all the fence. But I figure this way, having it on a ratchet, we'll tie off that end, and then in the winter time, or any time if the line starts sagging, all we gotta do is come over here and give it a click and tighten it up a little bit. One down, 5 more to go.
So they do have small holes, but not for the fencing that we're using. That's a lot thicker.
All right, that'll do it on that end. The ideal thing would be is if I had some 2.5 inch long 1/4 inch bolts, but we don't have any up here. So we're just using 1 inch and we're connecting them to the side. And then when we get a chance, I'll get some 2.5 inch, especially before we do the girls. And that way they'll be centered and they can kind of adjust where they need to. But for today, we have 1 inch, and we're not gonna run out to town because that would take us all day. So the way you're supposed to connect these is with high tensile strength wire going from the back through the hole here with a crimping it on with a wire. We could do that. We have all that stuff, but I don't want to open up my rail of high tensile strength wire yet, because once you open it up, it's kind of just going to be open and not contained like it is from the factory. So we will save that for when we do more fencing come springtime. I don't know if you can tell, I grew up in the automotive world because nuts and bolts and holes like that are, I don't know, something that comes pretty easy to me. I'd rather do that than wires and crimping. All right, let's get this cut. We'll get our first one hooked up and then we can get the rest of the wires ran. That sun is nice and bright. Get that one go here.
You're on your pencil.
I'm liking the look of it so far. And we gotta figure out if we like the poly rope. Order more, because I didn't get enough to do the boys and the girls yet. Because I figured I didn't want to buy it if we weren't gonna like it. This way. Nope, I gotta skip one.
Don't mess it up.
Ooh, that's hot. I do like how the posts are the insulator and they have the holes right in them. That's pretty slick.
I hope we have enough to finish this one strand.
Right? It would stink if we're a little short.
Yeah, you'll have to tie a knot in it.
It's gonna be close. She's got one more side to go up.
We're gonna make it.
I hope so. Oh yeah, we got it. There's still another wrap.
I'm really liking it. I think it looks good.
I think it looks sharp.
I think driving up, like driving up the driveway to go to the house or driving down, it's gonna look really good. Not that we're caring totally about that, but that's always nice to have something look nice, work good, serve a purpose. We want all the things.
It is amazing how warm that sun is. The goats are gonna love this in the winter. Ah, what? Same brand.
Are you serious?
Yeah. How is that?
Do you want to look at the other one?
Yeah, see if it's the other one's got a bigger hole. So I had gotten 3 rolls. 2 of them have this style, and 1 of them has this one. We'll have to save that for later until we have a different rod to hold it.
All right, imagine this. I'm driving my little mini truck and I look over, see that nice fence, goats in it, and then soon the other barn, go, drive, ended up over here. It's a beautiful house. That'll be so good. I am going to learn how to drive the mini truck. I have had a few little lessons. I've been a little preoccupied lately. I think it needs a little bit of a tune-up, so soon.
You sure are making one mighty fine looking fence.
I am. I keep hearing stuff underneath that.
You get some more mice?
Yeah.
Want to see them?
I keep hearing noise, and I did see some little beady eyes.
You ready to see what it is?
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a shrew mouse thing. Are you going to lift it up?
Yeah.
If it's going to start coming towards me, though. Ah! I see three, at least three.
That's a lot of metal right there. That's heavy.
This girl right here does not like mice, shrews, anything like that, because they're scared of me just as much as I'm scared of them, and that makes it a bad situation. I'm getting a lot better because before I'd probably be running, but if it started coming towards me, might have to go use the ladies' room for a minute.
They don't bother me. But we're going to get something to take care of them.
Yep, can't wait. Damn, get them too.
Yep, go to the top hole.
Last one.
Yep.
Looks really nice.
All right, we can use a ratchet. Bam. That's tight enough. That one's a little looser. That's good. Like that. That'll be good. That'll keep the goats in.
Doctor's appointment. I'm going to be going. I have actually two doctor's appointments. One of the surgeons, one with one of the others. I'm going to get both my right and my left stent taken out. That's the plan anyway. So I don't even know what it feels like not to have a stent. I've had them for one for 6 months. I know they've
been that long now?
6 months,
Wow.
maybe longer. So since my last surgery, I have a stent in my right and my left ureter. Before, for 6 months, I've had one in my right side. So those are supposed to be able to come out. And so hopefully I don't have too much. I get a little bit of different pains and stuff from it, like lower back and some other urinary problems, but nothing too bad. But so hopefully all that stuff is going to be gone, because I guess with a stent, anything is normal. So I'm gonna be able to hopefully be feeling even better than I already am without those just little bit of aches and pains that I do get from the stents. I am a little nervous about what it will feel like to get them out, but I've been through a lot, so they told me, you've got this. Hey, we're headed to my doctor's appointment. Hopefully all goes well and I'll feel even better when we're done. We just made it home. I had 2 appointments today. They both went good. One of them was to remove my stents, and we just can't get over how big, not thick, but how long these stents were. They were like 8 to 10 inches long. I thought there was gonna be this little tiny thing. It wasn't like hurt. It didn't hurt. It was a little uncomfortable, but they're out, and yeah, so now we just wait. I could have symptoms for a couple weeks.
I was kind of surprised when the doctor pulled out the stents. They had looked like 12 gauge wire. They were 8 to 10 inches long with like curly Q pigtails on each end. That's not what I was expecting. I was like, whoa.
I was expecting like this little tiny, like, I don't know, like thing.
Yeah, I was expecting like a little stent with a string on it. That's kind of basically how I thought she explained it.
Yeah.
And when they were doing it, I could watch it on video, and they were in there and they had like little clippy fingers going up. When they found the stents, they were like a lime green. They clipped onto them and then they could pull them out.
So it was like a little scopy thing. So you put that up, and then it has just like those claw machines that you get the stuffed animals when you're at an arcade, kind of like that, and pulls them out really quickly. So it's really not even painful. It's just a little uncomfortable for a minute. And I thought it was funny because the one on the right, which has been in there, which they replaced a couple times, but of course I wasn't awake, didn't really feel too much. But the one on the left side, which is new, is where I felt the most, kind of like a little cramp. But anyway, I'm feeling good now. Hopefully I don't have any side effects or anything or symptoms, but I could. So I'm aware of that, and I know what I need to keep my eye on. But everything is good. All my doctors are really happy with everything. So the only thing I have left is what we call Norma, which is my stoma for my ileostomy. That will get reversed in a couple months. And
yeah, so like the end of this year, beginning of next year.
Yeah.
Gina will get that done. We'll have to do you'll have to do one more procedure beforehand to make sure everything is healing properly. And then it's another surgery to get the ileostomy reversed. So.
But that is for a reversal, and yeah. Just crazy. Like, this has been going on for over 6 months, and I'm excited. Just every step that going forward, it feels like I'm finally getting to the end of this, and I'm excited and feeling really, really good. And yeah, so God is good.
So we're home now. So this is where we're going to end the video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video.